Hola guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sort of a book haul and a bargains books recommendation store type of deal. I'm going to be showing you what I recently obtained from like secondhand stores, Savers, Goodwill, and then I'll show you the price of them and give you like a quick synopsis. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You might hear me misspell or missay all of the authors' names. You might hear my lisp come out. You know, it's just me. I hope you like the video. Well, let's get into it. The very first book that I want to show you is I found this at Savers, and it's a Owl Crate exclusive edition, and then it's signed as well, and it's Roseblood by A.G. Howard. That I could say. And then this one, this is the edition that has the red lettering inside of it. It's very pretty. And in the inside, it does have the book plate that is signed by the author. And you know what I recently found out? That there's these little tape things that you can put on these and put it in your book. And this is a retelling on the Phantom Opera. I don't know if you can tell by the mask and stuff. And I really was looking forward to this book when I first saw it at Savers. I'm not gonna lie, I think this was like, oh my god, what is the Owl Crate exclusive edition doing in a secondhand shop? I gotta buy it. And then when I looked inside and I saw like the red lettering, I was like, yes, I am gonna read this as soon as possible. But I didn't even pick it up. And then, oh, the Owl Crate reader card author letter is in here as well. And then this is the same author that did the Unhinged, Untamed, that series. And usually this book goes for $18.95, and at Savers I got it for $3.49. So that's, what is that, like almost 15 bucks off. And then the next book that I got, let's keep it to Savers, is a ARC. I don't think the people that sold this or like that donated, because every book from Savers they get donated and then they sell them for a low price. I don't think they knew this was an ARC, but when I found it, I was actually looking to read this book exactly, and I had it in my Amazon cart like I was gonna buy it. But I found it at Savers for $3.49, and that is Emergency Contact. I was super excited. I couldn't believe that this was an ARC just laying in there. It was just like one of those treasures that I'm like, yes. And I have read it. And then as you can see, like on the top right here, I don't know if you can, it'll focus on that, but it says like the date that it comes out. And I'm trying to see, like it has like the stuff on the side that says on sale, blah blah blah. And then this was usually, I think it was $17.99 when it came out, like the finished copy, and I got it for $3.49. And then Savers, it is one of those like you buy 4 books, you get 1 free, and then I'll show you the rest of the books that I've bought. But I was super excited. I read the book that same week, and I absolutely loved it. And then this is about Penny, I believe her name is Penny, and Sam. Penny is the girl, Sam is the guy. Sam works at a coffee shop slash like bakery, like he cooks and stuff like that. And they end up meeting each other and becoming sort of like texting buddies. And they start to get to know each other, and it just gives you the like mid-20s college type of experience that you relate to if you're around that age. And it's not like a regular YA contemporary where it's like 16-year-olds or 13-year-olds or whatever year olds. So it's like I connected more with this story than I did with like other YA contemporaries that I have read before. And oh, I absolutely loved this book. Like, oh, I love this author. Oh, and the author is Mary H.K. Choi. I know I probably didn't even say that. And then while talking about Emergency Contact, I did go to Goodwill, And then I was just browsing around. We were looking, and my husband, he had to go to the bank, which was across, and we saw Goodwill and we went inside, and we were just looking at stuff. And then I was like, oh, I'll look at the books. I'll see what I'll get from there. And it was a finished copy, first edition of Emergency Contact. And do you want to know how much I got it for? I think you do, because you clicked on this video, of course. But for $1. $1. One spackaroo. And then and it's in perfect condition. Like, there's nothing wrong, no bends or anything, and like, all white, nothing wrong. I was so excited. My husband told me, you need to stop buying this book. Don't you already have a copy? I had to tell him an ARC and a finished copy are two different things. But I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but it says like first edition on there. So now I have my ARC and my finished copy of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. And it has a little bit of the, I think it's like the foil, the gold foiling on there. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know if you can tell, I love that book. And then the next one that I've got, which is, this is another trip that I took to Savers, and then I got the School of Good and Evil, and then the author is, oh, I'm gonna butcher this name, Saman Chainani. I don't know how to say that at all, but I saw a couple of booktubers read this, and it's a middle grade, and the first thing that caught my eye were the swans. And I used to watch that Disney movie that had the swan princess and stuff. Odette. Her name is Odette. The princess name is Odette. Sorry, had a moment. And that right there was like, ooh, I'll try it. And when I saw it in Savers, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna try it. And it's about these two girls right here, and they go and try to find this academy that takes in lost kids, I believe that it is, and it trains them to be like fairy tale villains and fairy tale superheroes. And if you look at the cover, you would think like, oh, she's gonna be the princess and she's gonna be the villain. But actually, on that fateful day that they do encounter, the roles get switched. And that is all I know about this book. But I believe it has already 4 books out, I'm guessing. But this is just the first in the series, and I can't wait to get into it. Right now I'm doing my like October spooky readathon type of deal, and I'm hoping to get to it next month. Cross my fingers. But usually the book is a paperback. It's already been out, so it would usually be $8, but I got it for $3.49. I don't know if you guys can tell, Savers has a thing with books being like $3.49 or something like that. And then the next Savers book that I can't believe, maybe the person didn't like the book, or maybe the person was like, too big, like I'm not gonna read it. But the next book I got at Savers was Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. And not only is it the hardcover edition, but it is, I'm taking a dust jacket off, but it's an edition that has the characters on there. Like it's freaking gorgeous. Like, there's nothing wrong with the dust cover. There's like nothing like bad or anything. The book is in great condition, and I believe it's a first edition copy of it. Yep, a first edition. But it's in great shape. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And so I found it in Savers. And then, but I know that a lot of people like paperbacks compared to hardbacks, so maybe that happened, or they really didn't like the book. But I've recently gotten into her Mortal Instrument series. I've seen the movie, and I didn't know that it was from a book. And then about a couple months ago, I started to read the Mortal Instruments and slowly gain all of the books. And when I got this one, the paperback hasn't come out yet, and that's the one that I needed for the like pretty spines that have like a picture going from each book, and then it ends on the last book. Like, I have all of those now. But nice copy, perfect edition, looking real good, like nothing wrong, like, and got it at Savers for $3.49, and it's a beautiful hardcover. Like, oh. See, I'm that type of person that will hoard books until like I have no possible space, and then I'll be like, okay, I need to like sell them, or I need to give them away and all that good stuff. And then, but getting back to the bargain book, and then I went to the same trip that I went to Goodwill. I found 2 other books with emergency contact. I found No Judgment, the white edition of Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer, and the white edition of Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. This one's a little dirty. I have to clean it, but it's okay. And other than that, it's in great copy, like nothing wrong, good condition, beautiful, beautiful picture. Like who would do this? But they were both $1. You see that spot? Don't look at that spot. Don't look at it. Just look at the price. And then the other one as well, $1. Like $1. Oh, and it's in great condition. And then, but the only bad part about this, like now I need the New Moon and the Twilight one. I do have Twilight and I believe Afterlife, for I think that is the 10th anniversary one that has Twilight on there. And I do have the regular copies of these, but I always wanted the white ones. Actually, I always wanted the hardcover white ones with the red pages. Maybe one day I'll get it. Maybe someone would donate it and I'll buy it secondhand. And then my best friend and I, we set up a date to go to this place called the Book Barn. The Book Barn has secondhand books, and it's huge. They have 3 different, I want to say, the 3 different buildings, but each of them has like the main place has like the YA, the horror and stuff like that. Then there's another one that has like middle grade, and then like science fantasy and stuff. And then the other one has like all the other rest of the books, but they just have so many books. Like one day I went to 2 of the 3 establishments, and I feel like I needed like a good 2 to 3 days so I can get through all the books. But there I found The Diviners by Libba Bray. And not only is this a hardcover edition, but it's the one with the pretty book under the sleeve. Like, on BookTube, I saw Chelsea have this edition, and I was like, oh my god, I need this edition. I think it was Chelsea Dolan Reads, or it was someone else, but oh my god. And you guys are not going to believe how much this book was. This book was, it's right there, $4. This is like one of my must reads. I want to read this series. I want to read Discovery of Witches. I think that's the Souls trilogy. I saw the trailer for the adaptation that they're doing on TV, and I was like, oh my god, I want to read it. I want to read the books first before I see that adaptation. But this one I definitely want to read. And a lot of people are reading it right now for October because apparently it is kind of spooky and like messes with your head and all that good stuff. But I like want to have that month where I don't have that much to read and just like put all of my priority into this book, because it's thick. She's a chunker, like she thick. But I just want to take my time with it and just like be like, yes, like this is my book. Yeah. And then So those are all the books that I've gotten. There might be a couple in my bookcase that I've gotten at like the Book Barn, or I've gotten at Savers and stuff, that are at that low price. But I have a lot of books, and going through all of that is a pain in my ass. I'm not gonna lie. But thank you guys for coming and watching the video. Thank you for all the new subscribers and for the people who are viewing my videos. I appreciate it very much, and I'm glad that you're writing in the comments, and I'm writing back to you. I may be a little late, just a little bit late, because like I work from like 5 o'clock in the morning to like 2, and then I pick up my son, and I pick up my little brother-in-law, and then I come home and it's like 7 o'clock, and so sometimes it takes me a while to respond back, but I will respond back. Like, loves, like I'll respond back, especially when like I get to relax and I get to see you guys like enjoy the video and all that stuff. Like, thank you so much, guys, and I shall see you in my next videos. Bye.